This is my homemade granola recipe, along with a few thoughts I had on the butterfly effect while baking it. The flapping of the wings of a butterfly can be felt on the other side of the world. It's fascinating to me that this old Chinese proverb has been used in such a simple way to explain a concept as complex as the chaos theory. If we try to simplify the definition of the butterfly effect, we get to the conclusion that any change that we make to a system will provoke a transformation that will make it evolve into something completely different from the original system. And this change will keep magnifying with the passing of time until we reach a whole new system that has nothing to do with the original. This theory has always fascinated me, maybe because it reveals the impact that small things can have on the bigger picture. In our everyday life, this theory shows us that any variation in our actions will intensify over time, which can lead to even bigger changes in our lives. One of the most common problems a lot of us have is when we want to create a new habit or modify something we're not happy with in our lives, we construe it to mean taking on something complicated that requires a lot of sacrifice and effort, leading us to abandon the endeavor. But what if we learned how to use the butterfly effect to our advantage? We know that over time, something small can have great results. Let's take, for example, someone who wants to lose weight. Giving up one cookie that contains 90 calories a day will add up to almost 33,000 calories less a year. And that is where this concept can become a useful tool in our everyday lives. The solution is to make small, simple changes to our routines. Once we've become accustomed to having one less cookie a day, then we can tackle another habit like taking the stairs instead of the lift. Once we get used to that, then we can add another and another and another until before you know it, by the end of the year, you've been able to increase your calorie deficit by hundreds of thousands. Dividing a large objective into small obtainable habits that don't seem so overwhelming is the key to obtaining our goal. A butterfly flapping its wings in Hong Kong can cause a hurricane in New York. I find it almost ironic and even poetic that the butterfly effect of the theory of chaos can actually in fact help us create order and discipline in our lives. We should take advantage of this knowledge and put it into practice. If your objective is something like losing weight, then maybe you should try this granola recipe. Unlike more commercial granola, this recipe contains no nuts, making it much more calorie friendly. By changing your morning granola to this recipe, you have in fact just fluttered your wings in the wind. And once you reach your objective and they ask you how you achieved it, you can say it was thanks to the butterfly effect.